All right, here we go. What's up, guys? I'm back. Apologies to the delay to my subscribers. I'm so excited. I can't believe, I think we're like 323 or something. I just can't believe anybody, cares about what I have to say, but it's great. It's so great. So to you guys, thank you. And thanks to the guy that I posted one of our live shows we played at a country club. It was really nice. And, I wasn't honestly looking forward to it, and it ended up being a wonderful show. The drummer, it was a new drummer that we played with, and we played this song, and then, anyhow, one of my subscribers, I forget your name, apologies, was sending very nice messages. He watched the show and asked for a deal lesson, so here you go, my friend. Deal is great. It's really easy to play. The thing is, it's a sequence. It's just, songs are all different or whatever, but deal has it's like a groove, and you play it from beginning all the way through to the end, and then you start over, and you play that through, and then you start over, and you play that through, and that's the song. And so it's like verse, and then the solo, and then back into the verse, and then and then if you play it like I play it with many people, many solos and stuff, and it'll bounce back and forth, and so it'll just go and go and go and go. The important thing to remember here is that it is just like a linear kind of this right here. We'll break it down right now. Sorry for rambling. But anyhow, it does. So this is the first part. And pardon my chicken scratches, but I've been real busy. So I'm just trying to get something going here. And so I just blurted it out. So let's start. Let's just start here. It's in A. Or at least it starts in A. Every time I say the key of this song is X, and then there's it's like a math problem or something. I don't know. So anyhow, the song starts in A though, and if you think about that shape right there, I talked about that in one of my previous videos. It'd be 5 4 7 4 7 5 5 5 boom. So just keep that in mind, that pattern. So. The very beginning of the song, and that's all I'm doing is this in some form or fashion. This would be like the you can just kind of noodle around. I like to go up, and then you come back down. But there are other ways to like dink around with that. But anyhow, that's that. And also the thing I wanted to talk about is pedaling, which is where you just pedal one note. Because you could see how you could do a bun da bun da bun. So that's something to keep in mind. This is a big right hand technique song. I pretty much play, real talk, I pretty much play the same thing every go around. And just kind of keep and just lock in with the drummer and kind of it's a lot of ba-boom 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 ba-boom. So there's a lot of ba-boom 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 ba-boom. Those little ghost notes that give it that feel and that bounce, and that's what makes this song feel so good. It's just a beautiful song throughout in many ways, but for us bass players, this is one where we can really work that right hand and work that feel, and you're kind of playing these simple forms that we're going to go through right now. So it starts in A, right? And then the C sharp is the the fourth fret on the A string. So it's just right there. That would be your major third position for theory people. But nevertheless, A, C sharp. And then I like to play, let's start here. So it's F sharp, F sharp, E, D, D sharp. Let's just do numbers. So it'd be 5, 4, 9, 7, 5, 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 5, 5, that's 5, 4, 7, 5. See what I mean? 5, 6, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3. So this first part here is A, C sharp, that's one part, right? And then you do this, what I call a chromatic. Anytime you like 5, 4, 3, 2, or 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. Anytime it's like dut, 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 I call that a chromatic. So it's either a chromatic approach up or a chromatic descent down. In this case, it's a chromatic descent from A to F sharp. So back to the beginning. Let's because I'm telling you, just hammer this in, and then you can play Deal forever, and it's so great. And if you can find people that want to play it, it's great. And then because I play with some really talented folks, and the solos are great, and I can just lock in with the drummer and hold it down, and it's a great time. It's just, and if you're watching the damn, So anyhow, the through part. So you play this. And then you play this, and then you play this. So it'd be like 1, 2, and then you play this again. So this is 3, and then 4. And that would be the whole linear. I guess I could have written this out again, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. But you get the idea. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you start all over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forever. That is Deal. It never changes. It never deviates from this stuff right here. And I'm hoping this sticks for some of you because, I don't know, like sometimes just the way I can look at a song and it's like, that's all it is, and it's not this overwhelming thing because a lot of times that's whatever that light bulb moment is for you. It's different for each of us, but I'm just encouraging you to just try and. There's a lot of sharps here, right? And they look weird and shit. If you're a beginner, who cares? Like it's just a note in between the note. That's just how they identify it. But the thing is, when you're grooving, it doesn't matter what note you're in. Like, as long as of course, it matters. But if I'm It's the same thing. It's just like, that's a sharp and then that's a flatted ninth or whatever. It doesn't matter. So just stick to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the A, G, D is the big jam at the end. Because in some live versions, like in this one, this is the Cornell version. I'll attach it. It's fantastic. Is the boom. And then but at the very end, it ends up being kind of and if you got a good drummer like I'm lucky enough to have, is you get the and it builds and builds and builds, and it's just a whole lot of fun. So again, don't let all this intimidate. It's very simple, and if hopefully those numbers I'm sure helped. So other little things you can do. So right hand work to kind of get the rhythm dialed. So I'm fretting 5, and then I take my finger off and deaden. And then I go to the C sharp, the 4th fret A string, and I'll keep dead E string. And so I'll use that dead E string for another ghost note. So it's 5, 3, 4. And then I like to go to the 9. And even here, you can drag your finger. So when you go to 9, keep your middle finger on the E string. And you can use them for. And you don't have to. That's the thing with ghost notes. Just start to include them, and you'll end up, oh my God, I'm playing way too many, blah, blah, blah. But you got to go through that. And then, because that's what happens. We learn a new trick, and we use it way too much. And then you finally realize, like, oh yeah, and you start to back that off, and that's where the flavor comes. That's when it's like, if you've never heard like a restrained, you ever listen to like Pino Palladino or some of these like epic bass players, it's in their restraint. They don't play a lot of notes, but it like the feel will just knock you over, you know? And but to get to that, you got to exploit all of these tricks. Anything that you might hook onto, use the shit out of it. Even, you know, to the point where people, hey, could you not do that? Please. Because that otherwise, you know what I mean? You got to find it. You got to find your sound. And this is a great way to get there. And this is a great song. Like I say, the feel is so great. And the vibe and the energy is really strong. So the ghost notes. See, even on that, like I think I told you before. Another like a little thing is when you go chromatic. And I use my pinky, ring, middle, index, and for me it feels a little, I don't know if I should try to like, but even that, it's just, I don't know, that for me, for my hand and my linkage, it's not, but that's how I play it. But every time I play it, I feel a little like, oh, like I'm trying to get it. So a thing you can throw in, because again, you play the same thing every time. So maybe one go around, instead of going, bum, 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 you go, so it'd be, you know, boom, to boom, Oh, sorry. So you ba da 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 to the B, to the D. That's another one too. Because Phil does in some. You know, because that's again, you don't abuse that. You use those when you want to kind of put a little sauce at the end of that. Is dun dun dun, and that can be anything. Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-ba-now, or it can be ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. You know what I mean? Like it's just, that's where you can do whatever you want to do, and as long as you get back to da-da. As long as you get back to that A in time, nobody cares. You know what I mean? And then it's cool. So half the trick of putting a tasty fill in is sticking the one right after it, because your fill's always at the end of the da 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 na 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 boom ba da. You got to stick the one. You got to bring it back. Otherwise, it's for naught. You know what I mean? What the hell? There was something right. Oh, that's just like there's a dead note, and then I also, to start it sometimes, will open E. Even watch. And you know, like, take it or leave it. I don't know, but this is how I play it, and it works really great. We have a great time, and so take with it what you will. I know this isn't what Phil does, but that's not. I'm not here to like, you know, surgically decipher Phil Lesh's bass lines. I'm trying to take the spirit of the music, and pass it on, and like give you guys the tools that I wish somebody would have given me to at least get your foot in the door and to start celebrating this wonderful music and just bring it into your life. And it's all about, you bring it into your heart and you play it with your friends. You put it out into the world. I don't know. It's such a great way to express yourself. So anyhow, that's what I got. I hope my rambling wasn't too far off, but yeah, let me know if whatever you want. I'm hoping to get back to this with some regularity. I got hit with a busy spell, so I look to be back in the saddle here real soon. So anyhow, I hope all's well out there, guys. Thanks. Peace.